What's going on, Eagles Nation? It's your man Desert Eagle here, coming at you with another video, man. Do your boy a favor, man. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Also hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated in advance. Eagles and Buccaneers. Listen, I know I had to make time for this one, okay? Because this could be my final preview of this playoff game between the Eagles and the Buccaneers. You know, well, let's just say in case the Eagles do lose. I mean, and I say this humbly because, and despite that, the Buccaneers do have a lot of injuries going on, and I feel like we're actually in a great advantage. You know, if it's really true that there's going to be a crazy weather going on in Tampa Bay, but at the same time, knowing the state of Florida, it gets really nice down there. But then this crazy weather, it rains or it pours or whatever for only like 5 or 10 minutes, and then it just goes away like it never even happened, dries up and just normal. It does that in Florida all the time. Well, let's just say the time I've been down there, it's happened in the state of Florida. When I've been around Jacksonville, Tallahassee, or West Palm Beach, or Orlando, Tampa Bay, Miami, I've been around all around there. I mean, it's happened when I was there. It's happened when I was in Costa Rica or Mexico. It's just so I'm not going to always believe that, it could be like 25, 30 mile per hour wind or whatever. It could just come and go because that's how it gets. But anyway, I say this humbly because, despite all of that going on, I stay humble with this because I do acknowledge my Philadelphia Eagles themselves. And maybe some of y'all, talking about those that always talk about how I'm not faithful in everything, and I always, even though I'm very realistic, but it is what it is, Not everybody has to like, what you do. It is what it is. They expect you to be delusional and everything. That's just not me. So, but I say this humbly because the Philadelphia Eagles have yet to be a playoff team. And even though I feel like that can change tomorrow, but yeah, during the regular season, I've trolled the Cowboys fans. I talk mad shit, but one thing I will give them, even though they put their team on this high pedestal and brag about being 12-5 and 6-0 in division, they still have yet to beat a playoff team. Well, that's a lie. Well, besides us, they did beat us. Well, I say week 3 they did. That last game was bullshit. That wasn't really us. But anyway, the only playoff team they did beat was the Patriots. When it came to other legit teams, against the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, the Cardinals, then they lost to, I know the Broncos didn't make the playoffs, but the Raiders made it, even though they're one and done. Cowboys couldn't beat them. They couldn't beat them. But because they did beat the Patriots, that's still one more than who we beaten. You feel me? And being the fact that we are the youngest, most inexperienced team coming into the playoffs, because the guys that do know, that does have experience playing in the playoffs, that went all the way and won the Super Bowl, that last few is Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Fletcher Cox, Rodney McLeod, and I think that might be it. And the one and only coach we have on the team that's, been there is Jeff Stoutland. Other than that, I don't think we have anyone else. This is new. Like, playing in the NFL playoffs is new to Jalen Hurts. It's new to Devontae Smith. It's new to Quez Watkins. It's new to Jalen Reagor. Arcega Whiteside, even though I believe he's going to be inactive. It's new to Miles Sanders, even though I think Miles Sanders actually did play in the playoffs. I think he did actually play. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember. What, you know what? No. Miles Sanders did actually play because he was drafted the year after the Eagles. No, he was drafted in 2019. My bad. 2019 he was drafted. So yeah, we did play in the playoffs, but Carson Wentz got hurt that time. If I'm correct on that one, 2019 or 2021, one of those, one of that year. But yeah, Miles Sanders did play. Jordan Howard, he was on the team, but I don't think we really gave him the ball all like that. It was the following year, 2018. But Kenneth Gainwell, no experience. Leonard Dickerson, no experience in the playoffs. Jordan Mailata, no experience in the playoffs. Darius Slay, no experience. I mean, he may have went that once, but I believe that was the game when they lost to the Cowboys. Steven Nelson, no experience. Anthony Harris, I think he may have been there when the Vikings was in the playoffs 2017 and 2018. But Jannard Avery, no experience. TJ Edwards, no experience. Alex Singleton, no experience. Dallas Goedert, he's got some experience. But other than that, that's it. Josh Sweat, no experience. Oh, Derek Barnett, I had him too. He was actually recovered the fumble in the Super Bowl. That's right. But Javon Hargraves, no experience. I don't know if he went to the playoffs with the Steelers. I think he did, but I'm very sure he did. But what I'm trying to say is we got a lot more players on the team that hasn't played in the playoffs, and they don't know how real this can get. When you're going against great teams in the regular season, the playoffs, these teams are on a whole different level. And I know the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got a lot of players on the list on that's hurt, that's banged up. I know Leonard Fournette, he's banged up. Gronk is banged up. Antonio Brown isn't on the team. Chris Godwin's not on the team. Ronald Jones is out. And the list goes on. But at the same time, they still got Tom Brady. They got Tom Brady. Tom Brady can make anybody famous. He won a Super Bowl with, I think the worst Patriots team was either 2017 or 2018. But they still made it all the way. They still went all the way. This Buccaneers team might still slightly be better than those two Patriots teams, 2017 or 2018, to show whatever. But either way, it doesn't matter. Tom Brady's going to the Super Bowl without a wide receiving core, without a solid running back. You feel me? Coaching made a big difference. But this is still Tom Brady. This is the GOAT, the 7-time Super Bowl champion, Tom Brady. This is still that guy, they're going against. He can make anybody famous. Any wide receiver, any tight ends, any running backs, anyone. He's Tom Brady. So that's why I'm saying, even though we do have a great advantage going against the Buccaneers the way they are now, but I'm going to stay humble, though, because we're not really in the best position ourselves. But I mean, all I'm going to say is, we got to be aggressive. We got to play aggressive 4 quarters. Ain't no defense start off slow, allow 300 yards in the first half, and then step it up in the fourth quarter. You just can't do that. Not in the playoffs. You're not going to win games doing that, okay? Also, penalties, you got to control the penalties. We had a major penalty issue. At first, we was projected to lead. Projected to lead the NFL with penalties. We was going to set an NFL record, but I don't think it happened, and thank God it did it. I think the Cowboys lead that, but thank God though it didn't get that far. But yeah, penalties, we got to be careful on the penalties. Derek Barnett, your issues, it's time to put that behind right now, because it could really cost us the game if you play dirty or whatever, or late hit on Tom Brady, all that kind of stuff. And knowing Tom Brady is well protected, so if you even breathe within 6 feet in Tom Brady's direction, I know they throw the flag. I mean, that's what I look at it as, because the league is very soft for Tom Brady. Honestly, I'd be most excited when he retires. You feel me? But we got to win this game, though. It's no excuses. The Saints was able to sweep the Buccaneers back-to-back, actually. Back-to-back seasons. But the second time when they beat the Buccaneers, I don't think the Buccaneers scored at all. So we got to take notes from that. We got to take notes. We definitely got to show up. We got to win this game, okay? We cannot afford to make mistakes. You got to cut the penalties out. You gotta, when there's an opportunity, you gotta shove the lineman out of the way and get to Tom Brady. You cannot allow him a lot of time on the field because he will make plays. Okay, Jonathan Gannon, this one is most definitely on you. Okay, because I just had this feeling. If any reason we lose this game, it's definitely going to be because of Jonathan Gannon. It could be, whether it's against the Buccaneers or any other team we go against the following week. I feel like any reason we lose this game is definitely because of our defense. I am so confident in our offense. I'm confident Hurts could have a great game. I'm confident Miles Sanders could ball out, or Miles Sanders don't really play or get enough snaps. I'll say Boston Scott or maybe Kenneth Gainwell or Jordan Howard. Devontae Smith, if we use him, he could put up some numbers. Offensive line is definitely going to do great. But then again, I don't know if Nate Herbig is returning, so that's going to be a big difference in the right guard position. I don't know who's going to play in that spot, honestly, or maybe it's Sue Opeta. I don't know, or I don't even know what's his known position. I don't know, but I feel like I've kind of seen him in every position. But anyway, man, I'm confident. I'm confident that this team can win this game, but this is the same defending Super Bowl. I'm not gonna say this is the exact same, but this is the defending Super Bowl champion. We're going against the GOAT, and he if there was anything he could do, he could definitely make it happen. Okay, so we definitely got to shut down Tom Brady. Leonard Fournette is I believe he's actually supposed to be playing this game, which is going to make a big difference in their run game because Ronald Jones isn't going to be playing. But yeah, Tom Brady do not have two of his best receivers, so that's a big difference right there. Mike Evans is actually going to be playing. He's still one of the best wide receivers, but Antonio Brown and Chris Godwin's being out, that's a big difference right there. You feel me? Bucs had one of the best wide receiving core. I would say the Bucs and the Cowboys had the best wide receiving core in my opinion. But there's no excuses though. We got to win this game. Because our following Super Bowl season, the following year, we were bombarded with injuries for the most part in the season, but we managed to pull a major upset against the 12-4 dominating defense of the Chicago Bears. We managed to beat them in their own stadium, in Soldier Field. Botched the kick for Jake Elliott and everything. So there's no excuse, okay? For the Buccaneers, I know they're hurting on injuries, but listen, we've all been through it. So I feel like we'll be in the best position to beat them. But I will say this, though. I'll be 100 with you. If the Buccaneers was 100%, none of their guys were hurt, it could be big trouble for us. Big trouble for us. But, it is what it is. Is as y'all say. It's part of the NFL. It's part of the NFL. But you know what? I'm not going to underestimate the Buccaneers. When I say that, I'm not going to guarantee shit. I feel like the Eagles have their flaws themselves. But if we can overcome that, we can, pull a major upset. So that's how I'm feeling. But, Nick Sirianni has really done 10 times better. I feel like, in spite of everyone clowning him, saying his team was going to be awful because of the whole rock, paper, scissors thing, the flowers, the fact that we passed the ball over 50 times and hardly ran the ball. In spite of all of that, I feel like this is not the same. I feel like the team has been 10 times better, moving up in the season. And I know the Buccaneers beat us last time. They destroyed our defense. Offense wasn't so bad, but our defense was not good. But I feel like this team is completely different from the last time we played the Buccaneers. So let's just, root for the Birds and let's hope to get this W. I feel like this game is very well possible. The GOAT can also bleed himself. We did beat him in the Super Bowl, even though none of that really matters. It's not 2017 anymore. It's 2022. So anyway, man, listen, Eagles fans, or the Philadelphia Eagles, I just want to say before I end this video that win or lose, I am very proud of this team. I am so proud of this team. who like I said the Eagles could win 7 games. I couldn't believe it actually happened. But I was very excited. I felt like these teams just didn't scare me. I was humble to say 7 wins, 11 max. I was humble when I said that. I was very realistic. But y'all overcame the all the sloppy performance we went through. We overcame all of that. All the trash talk. We overcame all of that. And here we are. In spite of people saying we was going to win 3 to 4 games. We were supposed to tank. Be the first overall pick. Everything. The haters really spoken. But in spite of all of that, we're 9-8. We're in the playoffs. And I know we haven't beaten a playoff team. I mean, we did beat a winning team. I mean, the Panthers was 3-1. The Saints and the Broncos was 5-4. But none of that really matters. Likewise with the Dallas Cowboys. The one playoff team they beat was the Patriots. None of that really matters. Because right now we're in the playoffs. Everybody is 0-0, and it separates the real teams from the trash teams. So the better team is going to advance. Meanwhile, the team that's made enough mistakes is going to be eliminated, and we cannot afford to make mistakes. The penalties must come to a stop. Okay, we should take advantage of the run game because we do have the best rushing attack. Run to gas out their defense. Do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do. And I'm going to say this about Jalen Hurts as well. If Jalen Hurts, win or lose, if Jalen Hurts ball out this game, if he's part of the reason why we win this game, I'm going to buy a Jalen Hurts jersey. I'm officially be on board with Jalen Hurts. But throughout this regular season, there's one thing I've learned since the Carson Wentz situation. I learned to take my time. You got to earn the spot. You got to earn that respect. And I felt like Jalen Hurts had a pretty good season. It wasn't his greatest season, but he had a good season. But if he does great and outperform Tom Brady, what? I'm officially on board with Jalen Hurts being our franchise quarterback moving forward. I'll buy the jersey. I'll do it all. Would be nice if I could trade in my Carson Wentz jersey, and get a little something out of it, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. I mean, maybe I could find a sucker. I'm sorry, not sucker. I mean, Wentz wagon, Wentz apologist. I might get a little something out of it. I don't know. If not, I'll just give it away, do whatever. Because listen, a lot of people were saying keep the Carson Wentz jersey. He could come. Listen. He's not coming back. It's over. It's done. He's not coming back. He's not going to retire as a Philadelphia Eagle. None of that is going to happen. The only time you'll see Carson Wentz in Philly is that the Colts play against Philadelphia Eagles. Other than that, we don't need that. We don't need that coward here in Philly, okay? We got what we needed. He played 75% of the snaps, which is likely more than he's ever done in Philly. But you know what? I don't even care anymore because he got us a first-round pick. That's all we need. I'm officially done. I was a huge fan, but I'm done with it. It is what it is. He's in Indianapolis, and like Lord Brunson say, it's Hurts season, and I'm excited. As long as Jalen Hurts is here, I'm going to continue rooting for him, okay? And I know certain clowns was calling me out when I said what I said about Jalen Hurts on Twitter. I mean, I love how y'all like to switch up the words, but I said, yeah, I did say I'm losing faith in Jalen Hurts, but I also said as long as he's here, I'm going to continue rooting for him. But why can't a real fan criticize the team and the player that's doing bad? If I'm going to use my precious time to root for my Philadelphia Eagles, spending money to buy food or the gear or whatever, you damn right. I'm going to say what I have to say. If you're expecting me to be delusional as fuck like y'all, sorry, but you're on the wrong channel. So, just saying. I did say Jalen Hurts got, I'm losing patience and everything, but I also said that exact same sentence that I'm going to continue rooting for him, but he's got to do better because until then, he doesn't look like a starter. But I'm going to keep rooting for him. That's what I said, okay? Sorry, I'm not going to, if you're like y'all be expecting me to say, oh, you know what? He'll be fine. He'll be better than Lamar Jackson this year, next game or whatever. Like y'all just expect me to say the most delusional shit, and that's just not going to happen. And one last thing. couple people have, without a surprise, said I had no faith because based off of what I said back when the Eagles going against the Chargers, saying that I was done. I had no faith. I completely gave up on the team. It's funny. If I gave up on the team, I would have stopped making videos a long time ago. If I gave up on the team, I would have turned in all my gear. I would have done all of that kind of stuff. But did you ever see me do that? Did y'all ever see me go ghost when the Eagles lost? I mean, the same people that called me out, they did that. But me, I was still here. I was still talking football. I was still representing. But I love how y'all would negate all the positives, but only want to latch on to one negative that I said. And that one negative I said about the Eagles, when I was leaving the stadium, I was going down a rant when we lost to the Chargers. I was ranting and everything. I said Jonathan Gannon's defense is a bunch of frauds. His defensive scheme is fraudulent. It is what it is. That's exactly what I said. But this clown said it as if I completely gave up on the team. And it's like people really expect you to like, just never mind how horrible the defense was. They expect me to say, you know what, in spite of all of that, we still gonna win all the way out. Just pure delusional shit. So I'm gonna say this one last time, and I'm gonna be done repeating after myself. Jonathan Gannon's defensive scheme is, yes, fraudulent. You know why I said that? You know why I said that? Because when I said it that moment when we lost to the Chargers the way we did because of our defense, I said it because the Chargers was the final. I think I might have just missed. Let me say that one last time, okay? The reason why I said what I said against the Chargers, because when they won because of our defense playing like shit. The reason why I ran it soon after and I said our defense was fraudulent is because the Chargers offense was the last elite offense or great team that we had to face throughout the season. All the other great teams we've gone against, the Cowboys, well, let's say the offense at least, but the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, the Raiders, and the Chargers, we've lost against them. We've lost against them because of our defense. Our defense looked like garbage. It looked like shit. The real test is when you go against a great team or a good team or whatever, and we lost against them mostly because of our defense. But when this defense only do great against trash teams, trash offense, guys like Matt Ryan, guys like Sam Darnold, guys like Jake Fromm or Teddy Bridgewater, we do great against them, but we can't do well against Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Joe Herbert. You damn right I'm going to call the defense fraudulent because of that. I want this defense to be great, okay? This year I said we have failed as far as our defense goes. And I call us fraudulent because of that. And I say our season could be done because of our shitty defense. But in spite of me saying that, I still stood by her and I still represent. Still saying go Birds. Still saying fly Eagles fly. Still making live streams. Still doing it all. But if you want to ignore all of that, then it is what it is. Maybe you're the fraud. Maybe you're the fraudulent follower or the fraudulent fan. It is what it is, though. But when I say fan, fan of my channel. Maybe you're a fraud. It is what it is, though. And that goes for everybody else. Anyone that's got a problem with how I state my opinion, how I criticize my team when it's deserved, just do me a favor. Stop watching. Go to someone else that's going to tell you everything you want to hear. I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. And if you don't like it, then go to the next channel. Hit that unsub. I'm done with the fake ass followers. Unsub from me because I know the real ones are going to stay, and those are the ones I will always appreciate. And that's all I got to say. Anyway, about the Buccaneers, I feel like the Eagles can win this game. But we got to play 4 quarters. We got to play aggressive. We got to minimize the penalties. And most importantly, this is the ultimate test for Jonathan Gannon. If Jonathan Gannon does not do good this game, he's got to go. Take the head coaching job with the. I don't care if he goes to the Dolphins, if he goes to the Vikings, the Broncos, the Giants, the Bears, the Texans, anywhere he goes. If you do not do good this game, you got to let him go. Because he's a big reason. He could be a big reason why we lose any playoff game this year. Because Nick Sirianni, he balled out. He's gotten better and better throughout the season. In spite of all the trash talk, he's gotten so much better. And I'm all for Nick Sirianni being a head coach moving forward. But Jonathan Gannon, this is the game you gotta put it all to the table. You gotta put it all to the table. Cause all the stuff you said in the off season, we was all on board with you. We were excited, but when it was time to go onto the field, I mean, when it came to talking, we were more excited for you than we was with Nick Sirianni. Because Nick Sirianni, some of his press conference, I'm not gonna lie, it was cringy. But guess what? I did say actions speak louder than words. And even though he was very sloppy beginning of the season, but moving forward, he was significantly better. But Jonathan Gannon, you was great in the press conference, but on field, you didn't really get better. Maybe you were good against average or trash teams, but when it came to legit teams, nah, didn't stand a chance. If you can't do better, if you can't do something about all this talent on our defense, we don't need that. We don't need you here. We was hoping someone would do a lot better than Jim Schwartz. Kind of seems like we're not making any difference, but hopefully tomorrow will be a difference. Hopefully we can shut down Tom Brady and maybe get somewhere. This defense can actually shut down an elite quarterback. Then maybe, just maybe, I'll definitely be on board with Jonathan Gannon if he stays next year. But you got to do better, Jonathan Gannon. We need you to show up this game. We need you to run the defense right. He said he was watching film about the Buccaneers. Hopefully, he really did. Hopefully, he did. But we'll see tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow, Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. We'll see. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Eagles Nation, let me know how you feel in the comments below. Do you think we got this game? Are we beating the Buccaneers? If so, whether you do or you don't, let me know why in the comments below. Doesn't matter if you're an Eagles fan or you're a Buccaneers fan or a fan of anyone. Or if you're just a hater, let me know in the comment section below how you feeling. I know a lot of you are going to say the Eagles don't deserve to be in the playoffs or whatever. Well, guess what? Guess what? Whether you like it or not, the Eagles got the 7th seed. Get mad at the team that lost to us. Or if you wanted your team to be in the 7th seed, that y'all didn't make it or whatever, how about you tell your team to step their game up? And maybe next year, maybe y'all can claim that spot instead of us. But whether you like it or not, the Philadelphia Eagles are in the playoffs, even though they ain't beat a playoff team. But you know what? If we win this game tomorrow, that can change. It doesn't matter what you can say, what you can do to take it away. Y'all probably going to move the goalposts, but in the end, the Philadelphia Eagles, whether you like it or not, have dethroned the defending Super Bowl champions. But we got to beat them before we can officially say that. But anyway, that's all I got to say. It's your man that you check on out of here. It is Fly Eagles Fly. To all my followers, man, DE Nation, man, show some love and like this video, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, man. Eagles Nation, listen, our flaws, our record, the fact that we have beaten a playoff team, none of that matters. This is the playoffs, baby. This is the playoffs. Cowboys being 12-5 and Buccaneers being 14-4, none of that matters. None of that matters. What matters is this is the playoffs. And only one team will go all the way. And I would love for it to be us. But if it's not us in the end, at least if you can show that you died trying, I'm very proud of y'all. As a matter of fact, man, everything that went on in the season, I'm proud of this team. And I'm excited for this team's future moving forward. I'm very excited for this team's future moving forward. But we'll see, though. Right now, let's focus on taking on the Buccaneers. Let's get this win. Salute to the Eagles Nation, man, especially those that's going to come out and represent them birds. And I know Eagles represent strong in Florida. They represent strong in Florida, but they represent strong everywhere, in spite of us being good or not. We rep strong. We travel. Salute to the Eagles Nation. But listen, I can come up here humble. I said what I said. I've been honest with you guys. I did say we're the most inexperienced. We're the youngest team, most unproven, everything. But let's see what goes on tomorrow. At least get some time on the field. You know what? Jalen Hurts about to put more time on the field than Carson Wentz. He's going to drop a touchdown like Carson Wentz. He may even win unlike Carson Wentz. He's going to get more yards, more touchdowns, more playing time, more everything than Carson Wentz. But thanks for that first round pick, though, Colts. Anyway, that's all I got to say, man. Eagles Nation, let me know how you feel in the comment sections below, man. Eagles Nation or the haters, DE Nation, show some love in the comments below. That's all I got to say. Win or lose, I'm a proud Eagles fan till the day I die, man. Let's get this win. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm out.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.